Well, according to this fancy little app I've got on my phone, gentlemen, we are live.
This fancy little thing says we're good to go.
Yeah, now I got to figure out how to get to the comments so I can make sure you guys don't make fun of me.
Oh, we can do that for you.
Oh, look at that. It says they're perfect live. Ain't that convenient?
Imagine.
Who would have guessed?
Mine hasn't popped up. I guess I'm time delay yet.
Make sure we got audio. Oh, yeah, we do have audio. All right.
Matt Peters, Happy New Year.
I feel like some people are going to accuse us of being late for New Year's.
What? No, we're early.
We're early? Yeah. No, we're like, we had this argument last night.
I know.
Mine hasn't popped up.
Oh, Chris's audio is working.
Hey, my audio started working now. So we're like one of the 3 last area time zones to go New
Yeah,
Year's.
because it starts down under in Australia.
Australia, I think, yeah.
Then it moves north. I don't think it technically works that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just kind of assuming that it all started right here at the core group right here.
Yeah.
Well, this is the important
As
people,
much as
right?
we think we're the nucleus of the world, we've been proved time and time again we are not.
Now, Junior's house is an hour ahead of us. He gets
All right, so you got to help me pronounce this. Scrody McBooger Balls.
There you go. Got it
I
on
got
the
it.
first shot. I mean,
I always
you can't
like
beat
read
that.
his comment, but I never read his name because I'm always afraid I'm going to screw it up. So.
That's a fine, outstanding gentleman right
Oh,
there.
Scrody Harry Balls, I got you.
Oh, Red Dog's in there.
Red Dog, what's up? He's in Texas. He's in one of the same time zone as him right now.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess we're in the same time zone. We are.
You tell everybody exactly where we're at.
Well, the title tells us where we're at.
It tells us.
Yeah. Oh, this is new for us down here.
Yeah, well, usually, so if you guys don't know, we've had an annual tradition for 3 years.
I've been involved with 3 years.
You're
Tommy Pointer says hello from Branson.
Hello from Branson, Tommy. Excuse me. So, we started out with Farmer Chris, Logger Wade,
And Dirt Perfect.
and Dirt Perfect, and we're Logger Wade down.
Where?
SLT's joined us last year, and Logger Wade left us this year.
And now we got Jared and Catherine, Dirty Digging. Did I get it right, Jared?
Yep, you got it.
Dirty digging.
I'm doing good, man. I got Scrody McBooger Balls.
Third time ever.
Yeah. Scrody McBooger Balls. No, I screwed it up. Scrody McBooger Balls and Dirty Digging all in the same night. I'm going home.
I mean,
I'm done.
I was going to say, you're maxed out almost. I mean.
So, we usually go to Branson.
You normally go to Gatlinburg.
Normally, Gatlinburg. I told you, it's all.
We haven't been disappointed.
No. Actually,
We
4 doors more whores. I'm in Branson, Missouri.
Yeah.
We needed more time to cover down on everything, but
Yeah. What? No perfect drink. I purposely drank the Coke for the comments tonight, guys, and not for the taste.
Hey, Justin Martin.
Springfield, Missouri. We were there today.
Yeah, we was up there at Bass Pro. That's a big Bass Pro.
That is a
store.
big Bass Pro
Yeah.
show. I think the coolest part was the old original liquor store.
Yes, yeah.
That was. If you guys haven't been to the original Bass Pro,
where it all started.
not currently sponsored.
Not currently.
They wouldn't even let me buy
Fellas,
those.
you know, they're both the same place.
But then, of course, I'm a big NASCAR guy, so
You want to tell them all you was looking for Miss Jenna Camper while you was there? Or?
no. This Kevin guy says we need to do a Dirt Perfect versus Let's Dig 20-lap go-kart race. I don't think that's going to be much of a race.
No, let's dig and maybe Gunner.
I still don't think that'd be much of a race. Now, if you want to do an excavator competition with myself and Let's Dig and Gunner, I think we'd be all right. I don't think Let's Dig, and I don't think he's a pretty talented guy, but I don't think he's gonna fare too well on the go-kart track. Billy Good Farms, what's up, man? How are you, buddy?
Somebody's asking about Aaron if they can't see him or if we got booster.
He's actually back at the shop working. We had a limit of the amount of kids we could bring, and he didn't make the cut.
Yeah.
We were down on booster seats.
Down on booster seats.
Out of car seats.
I told these guys, I'm gonna film like a whole video where I just film from Aaron's nose up. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you down there.
Yeah. Just catch the top of his head around.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if they tune into your show for equipment work or the comedian show. I'm not sure sometimes.
Billy Good wants to know we come down for the Benny boat races. Now, Billy Good, you better be careful what you ask for, because man behind the scenes, Aaron is a professional RC boat racer. Might be in trouble on that one. So, Southeast Missouri, we're in Southwest Missouri.
We're Southwest
I caught
Missouri.
myself.
Yeah.
I caught myself.
Yeah.
He's over on the old Mississippi.
James, I've got a little Sprite and Crown.
Sprite and Crown.
Sprite
You changed that
and
from last. No, that was what you was drinking last night.
Yeah, that's what I've drunk this whole trip here.
You guys remember last night?
I wasn't too bad.
Oh, it was the night before.
Night
The night before.
Yeah, I went to bed early last night.
I'll scoot you guys back just a little bit. Hang on, don't fall off the table on me.
You're getting to the edge, guys.
Yep. We had you set up on some left, right, center dice, but you guys are a little bit wobbly, so we had to check out the Hooter Holler Off-Road Park. That's what we seen on the way in. Remember I said
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
said it's a topless off-road park.
Oh, yeah.
Get it?
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Topless.
Jamie don't find my joke very funny. Oh, Billy Good's got the aluminum boat you actually drive that Mitch from Gold Rush broke his arm on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The turbo.
Spike and peach cream.
Peach Crown.
Peach crown. That's what I said, Farmer Chris. You just didn't hear me.
Yep. No, it's regular Crown
I think
tonight.
they're all over there. Apples over there, peaches over there.
We got some vanilla Crown over there.
Vanilla was pretty
Applejack
good. The wife had me trying to do that.
Red Dog.
and some Mick Chickalobes.
McChickalobes. There's some chickalobes over there. Not here though.
So Farmer Chris and I were in charge of picking the rental this year. If you guys, we don't have time to go through the whole rental ordeal we've had the last few years of this tradition. But when we first pulled into the neighborhood and we seen a tarp over a roof, we were a little worried.
We were worried. I done said if we come by the rental and it wasn't expectations, we just gonna pretend like we was lost and keep driving.
I don't know. Every time you go with the SOTs, you have a pretty good cabinet.
There's
You noticed that? We've got a pretty good string of luck here.
You better be careful, Junior. She's watching you now.
Yeah, she's on there.
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble.
Hey,
I gotta
guys.
watch
We can almost hear her through the comments.
it. If she yells real loud, I'll know I'm in trouble.
What was that? 2 nights, Junior serenaded us all to sleep one night.
But 2 nights ago, yeah, I may have got into chickalobes a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, we had this big goal tonight to get Junior to 10,000 subscribers,
That didn't work out.
but
real well.
YouTube robbed them. They stole 1,000 subscribers last time.
Stole 1,000 subscribers.
So now we have a new goal to get them to 9,000 again.
How'd you get any of them back?
Just a couple.
So make sure you're still subscribed.
Yeah, make sure you're still subscribed.
4 doors down. Thank you. Appreciate that. So if you guys aren't, head over to, we need Catherine to post the link. Head over to SOT Metalworks channel, check him out, try to get him back up to 1,000 subscribers.
She's laying down yet, ain't she?
Yeah.
He crashed out.
She's staring at the back of her eyelid.
I think,
And then the quiet one on the end down there is Jared Dirty Digging. He's got a YouTube channel as well. Then Farmer Chris, he's a part-time YouTuber,
well,
full-time farmer.
you know I said I was going to edit videos while I was down there. I think he picked up the iPad yet.
I got 4 of them done.
Yeah, you've been at it in the morning. I've been doing some crop insurance paperwork while I was down here.
That's not near as important as YouTube
Oh,
videos.
I know.
think
I don't
you
know
need to
him.
I think you need to get more Farmer John on video. So.
More Farmer John. Well, I had him on a video, but he took off running and cussing and carrying on.
Well, I understand all the yelling.
Farmer John is kind of like man behind the scenes used to be. He requires a lot more of the beat button.
Yeah.
High def editing.
Yeah.
John Pate, he's in the UK. It's already the next year there, I'm pretty sure.
Good old Scott.
James loves to come to hang out and work for a couple of days. Boy, be careful what you ask for. So,
Yeah, because we got a rental right now.
did you
and
see
there's concrete
Max
people
O'Braier's?
Max, yeah, we've actually got a fair board meeting Tuesday when we get back, and Dirt Perfect's coming to the meeting. I hope so. And
What? Why don't you call Paula out? You
Trying
call
to get
Paula
something
out,
done.
and you won't be in trouble that way.
No, because that's my ongoing thing.
Oh, I see how it is. Nobody else or everybody else has to say, but you can't.
I will say it. Hello, Mother. How are you this evening?
Mother.
Billy Good, man. Appreciate it. Thank you, sir. So if you guys don't know, Billy Good has a channel as also. That's who Let's Dig the 5-acre pond build for.
Oh yeah, yep.
And over there. And I actually got to meet him whenever I was up there with Chris. He's a pretty cool dude. And he's got a pretty good channel. So if you guys haven't, check out Billy Good's channel as well.
There's Red Dog throwing some links up for
Oh,
you.
Red Dog.
Trying to
Throwing
get
links
you,
up.
There you
get
go.
your subscribers back.
Taking Catherine.
I appreciate that, Red Dog. I don't know what happened there, but it was kind of disappointing to wake up to 1,000
So
subscribers.
back to the meet and greet real quick. This year is going to get crazy. Just to give you guys a quick little rundown. We do have, I can't give you guys the details because we're still fine tuning them, But there's going to be a very large meet and greet the Wednesday of Con Expo in Vegas.
Vegas.
So if you guys are going to Vegas, the Wednesday, which I think is the 15th, keep some time free in the afternoon because we're going to have a pretty crazy wild meet and greet there. There's going to be another meet and greet at the Utility Expo in the fall. It's not going to be as big as the last one.
At Louisville
At Louisville.
or Louisville.
Louisville. And then I don't know, I'm going to the farm show, but I don't know if Thunder Creek's offered me some spot in their booth to do a meet and greet, but I don't know for sure if I'm going to or not. So this year's going to be crazy with meet and greets. So we may do something small at the county fair this year, but next year there won't be any of the utility expos or anything else. We'll
Yep.
probably do something. We'll probably ramp it up and make it pretty big.
We can get some little icebreaker stuff going this year, maybe.
Yeah, we kind of get our feet wet with it and see what goes down. But now that everything's kind of opened back up, we don't have rules and restrictions and all this stuff. We're gonna definitely try to keep on going. So,
But we got the motocross and the tractor pull coming this
yep,
year. So
Chris and his team have done an awesome job up there at the fairgrounds getting things going for a small community we sit in. So if you're looking for a pretty impressive small little county fair, it's worth going to the Perry County Fair and check it out. Pretty good chance.
Come in. There's some pretty good rentals right around there and stuff.
Yep.
I mean,
And it's like literally in the middle of town.
yeah,
But
it's right
it's-
in town, ain't it?
And there's I can't let the cat out of the bag yet either, but there may be some expansions at the fairgrounds, possibly.
stuff. Always something going down with you
You
guys.
have an important question.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Who works longer days? Dirt Perfect or Farmer Crew?
SOT. He's got 2 jobs.
I think it depends on the. Excuse me, sir. You are not an option.
I'm gonna say it depends on the time of year.
Yeah, it depends on the time of year. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Dirt Perfect puts in some long days too, but his equipment just don't need to be fed every day. Like I gotta go check on mine.
I'd say if you flipped a quarter, Farmer Chris would probably win because of the livestock.
I used to race at the Perry County.
Jason, I used to race at the Perry County, Indiana, correct? Make sure we're in the right state here, but
Yeah, there's Perry County.
we've had some motocrosses over the years that died off, and then we brought it back 4 or 5 years ago, and it's
In a
doing
short-
really good now.
short period of time, it's kind of become the county fair to go to.
Yeah.
Well, you guys see my videos up there. There's a lot of topography. Did I use that word right? Topography.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep.
There you go.
So it gives us some options it's just not at a flat arena track,
Yep.
which works out pretty good. So, but hopefully everybody's having a good New Year's. We've had a pretty good trip. We've got really lucky with the weather. Good company.
The weather.
The weather's been great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back home for some rest and relaxation now.
We left Antarctica, and I think we're gonna go home to a swamp.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to get a bunch of rain. So
How's the Case 550? Honestly, so far, I've been
Ferdinand.
fairly impressed with it. Oh, Jason grew up pretty close. He's over Ferdinand.
Yeah.
Everybody that's run it. Matt's run it some. I've run it some. Aaron's run it some. Everybody gets in it skeptical and comes out somewhat impressed with it. So we put about 40 hours on it so far, but it's
Have they all made it out the front door?
yeah. So,
You got Jerry in it yet.
no, haven't made Jared in there yet. But Chris showed us the importance of a roll-up window.
Yeah.
This,
My
this
dad did.
I wish I had video of him crawling down the back of that thing.
yeah, you should have had it recorded excellent now.
I don't know. I guess it all depends on what you get used to. But man, I've got used to that roll-up door, and there is some drawbacks about it. You know, it's a little noisy. It's a little this, a little that. But
Yes, Red Dog, we're trying to convert him.
I did it for comments, Red Dog. Comment generator. It's working too, ain't it?
He says whichever one sponsors him first is the one he'll stick with.
Yeah.
Coke or Pepsi?
Yeah.
You know, I actually got stock in Coke because that's what I used to like to drink as a kid. But
That's all. I think that's about all I ever drank.
I dig it 4, man. What's up? You know, I dig it 4 Maybe you got something in the works I don't know about, but I was looking forward to your parody video this year, and I haven't seen it yet.
Thanks, Chad. Appreciate that.
You remember that last year?
Oh yeah, yeah.
My name's John.
Upstate birth control.
Volvo. Oh, I got a good laugh out of that one, buddy. Happy New Year's to you too, though. He's all the way over on the East Coast.
This summer.
Yeah, they ended up splitting up some time and took a trip over the summer, and then we tried to get him to come, but this is kind of a downtime for Chris and I, and they close the mill down and do a lot of maintenance and stuff between Christmas and New Year's, so it's not quite yes, I dig it for you. You need to make another one.
Donald, Jenna doesn't know yet.
What?
About all the purchases at the auction.
Ooh.
Can you let the kid out of the bag? No.
Oh.
Has she got the invoice form all yet?
Yeah, I've been behaving myself here a little bit. I spent a little bit of money. I went to my first ever Northern tool store today.
Yep.
And it's a little pricey it's not no Harbor Freight,
Yeah.
but they got some nice stuff in there. We found a few small deals here and there.
Matthew Clark. Yes, we are in Branson, Missouri tonight.
Yep. Been here all week, or most of the week.
Yeah, this will be our 5th and final night here.
Yep. I've been able to make it. I've got a few stare downs, but I've been able to make it all week without getting recognized.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Wally, no problem. Easy peasy there, buddy.
What happened to Wally?
We sent Wally a sign
Oh yeah.
back earlier this year.
Who does signs?
I know a guy who does a few signs.
Okay.
Nothing too elaborate.
And that's your second job.
Along with AR-500 steel target, honeydew list, mechanic.
Casey, what's up? It's higher quality China junk. I'm assuming they're not talking about your signs.
Had to be a piece of equipment you bought.
Matt Clark says he lives here in Branson.
Really?
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
We should have had him be our personal tour guide.
We got daily tours.
Oh yeah, we got daily tours.
Yeah.
John was on me again today, but I always get everywhere before everybody else does.
You know the back. You're the last one to leave the parking lot. We got our destination. We're gonna go. We pull up and Junior's already sitting there.
So I've got my MapQuest like figured out. She rides in the passenger seat with me, and I say, "Hey, where we going?"
Well, Matt Clark, if you live in town, what happened to the eggs? We've been shopping for eggs all week at every Walmart, Target, Aldi's is out of eggs.
Poor Farmer Chris ain't had no good breakfast this week.
He's about as mad as Longer Wade in Vegas without a potato.
Yeah, he couldn't find baked potato in Vegas.
Oh my goodness. What are you doing?
Getting my drink.
Well, come on in and say hi to everybody.
She don't want to be embarrassed.
Gunner, say hi.
One's shy, one's not.
Well, this is about a 7-hour drive for me and Dirt Perfect to get here.
Yeah.
Dirty Digging, you said about 3.5 hours for you?
3.5 hour drive.
So it's pretty close for you, wasn't it?
We got a lot of people asking if I'm going to be in Florida for the auctions, and the answer is yes. Chad, good deal. The answer is yes. I'll be in Florida for some of the auctions. I don't have the exact dates yet. It's looking like the 10th through the 14th. I stayed an extra day so I didn't have to come home on Valentine's Day and hear a bunch of...
You're terrible. You're absolutely terrible.
Me and Miss Dirt Perfect have been getting along exceptionally well on this little adventure we're on this week.
Today, at the very least.
Mike's actually, me and DP was sitting on the back porch last night talking about possible new equipment purchases and just don't have exactly stuff pinned down. We're possibly looking at a new tillage tool at the magazine.
My most likely purchase is going to be a triaxle dump truck. That's most likely going to be, most likely. But if I see a good deal on something,
Sounds good, Jason.
it's hard telling what it might end up being.
No, there's some bird flu has happened to eggs.
Bird flu. That's what Google tried to tell us, but we didn't.
But our bird expert says
bullshit. Bull crap.
Yeah. Our bird expert says bird crap. How's that?
You can't beep out the live, can you?
No. I dig it for yeah, good deal, man. We'll be. I'll be out there through Thursday. I will not be there Friday, and I will not be there Friday and Saturday, but I'll be out there through Thursday. So, are we in Branson, Missouri? Yes. Skid steer Drew, Chief's foot roller.
Branson's like Vegas without
I
gambling.
don't think there's any place like Vegas.
I don't know if I can handle Vegas. I'm glad I'm not going this trip, but I want to know who's watching the man behind the scenes when you guys go.
You got a tattoo last time. So
Yeah,
you
you come
this
home.
time.
So Aaron, Matt, Captain Cleveland, and myself are all going to Vegas for Con Expo. And I had to sign everybody up. So whenever I signed everybody up, you have to put in a job title. So Captain Cleveland's job title is Aaron's babysitter.
Aaron's babysitter.
And they print it on your card, so everybody's gonna see it.
Do they already know this? Or is it just you gonna surprise me?
Well, the best one is, and I don't know if I should say it on here, is what we did to Aaron's airplane ticket.
Y'all go,
We might be down Aaron in Vegas. I'm not for sure yet.
might not be able to get on the plane after y'all get done messing with him.
So there's a chance. You know, he's gonna have to go to the bathroom and rearrange.
There's somebody says they walked in on the Vegas discussion. If you go to the Farmer Chris YouTube channel,
Yes, you do have the best video.
our last Vegas trip is on there.
What can be seen on YouTube without getting removed?
There's a lot of material sitting on a SD card somewhere that cannot be put on the.
Well, a lot of it's probably got weight in it.
Wade did not go with us on that one.
Oh, that's right. You
Just-
know that. That was one before that, wasn't it?
That's when DP sent me out to babysit man behind the scenes.
Oh,
That did not go well.
No.
I called Chris about 7 o'clock, see where they were at after we got out of our meeting. He said it's not going good.
It's not going good.
From what words I could tell from the slurring.
Did you get him a bunk room?
What did Aaron keep calling the escalators? The electric stairs?
Electric steps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was scared to death of electric steps. He wasn't going to
Yeah.
use no electric steps.
These things will get you. You gotta be careful.
Yeah.
It must be you short-legged people. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
I thought kids like playing on those things.
There you go. I mean,
It was a trip to say the least. It was a trip to say the least. Dwayne, I'm drinking Coke for the comments. This is my comment generator for the live feed. I don't do it for the taste, let me tell you. I wish what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but unfortunately Aaron brought some of it home with him. The one thing I wish we had was a picture of those sheets where he murdered Inkpen.
what did he do? Break
Do
it?
you have a picture of the sheets?
Farmer Chris sent me a video.
Oh, I know we got video, but I don't think it's YouTube appropriate.
I don't think it's bad.
How's the audio out there, Jamie?
It's fine.
I think I might have deleted those pictures just to get rid of a headache.
Oh,
What's wrong? What's my least favorite job? Probably installing septics.
I thought you were going to say field top.
you can't say that when his biggest customer sitting across the table.
I know. Reading the comments on this last one, I kind of like the way the guys in the comment price feel top
Oh, I know.
better
I
what
know.
you actually get charged.
Getting pretty expensive. Ain't it?
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm drinking the Coke Zero for the comments, guys. Appreciate it. Not for
I
the
told
taste.
him the sky was falling. You was on Coke, SOT's on sweet tea.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Coke is better. I don't mind actual Coke. Coke Zero's out of the zero
That
sugar.
drink that stuff. Yeah. Look,
Out of the zero sugar ones, I think Coke Zero's the best. But
None of them are great.
what's your thoughts on an older gear drive John Deere 450 dozers? I had one. They're not convenient to run, but they're good machines. Dirty. Somebody says we need to make another YouTube channel basically and call it Dirty Perfect so we can post all the inappropriate
Dirty
stuff on it.
I thought that's what your TikTok was for.
That might be what the TikTok's for. We had to educate Mrs. Dirt Perfect on what the porn version of DP is.
Yeah.
Pretty good drinks flying out the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would. How much tile are you gonna try to install this spring for Farmer Chris? That's a to be determined
To be
question.
determined, yeah.
I'm going for about 5,000 feet, and I think he's going for about 50,000 feet. Well, we really don't know until we just get going.
Get going, yeah. I don't. It depends on, you give me like the month of April. It's just how hard we can go at it,
And where it ranks in the priority list.
Yeah.
Depends how close that planter's behind you.
Yeah,
Yeah, depends on how
yeah.
close that planter's
That
shaped.
been
planter's
a-
priority.
Might depend on.
Do I ever look at Babco or Bidco? What the hell they call it? I know what he's talking about.
Bidadoo.
Bidadoo. I have bid on some of their stuff on eBay before, but never won anything. I've been low bidder, and then they find a technicality and yank it out from underneath me.
David says Happy New Year for Portugal.
Portugal.
What's going on?
Alvin says enough towel to reach Vegas.
I guess how much field tile you get in for Farmer Chris this year depends on how well those new plows hold up, right?
Yeah, I got a feeling they're going to hold up pretty good.
That's good.
Branson, Silver Dollar City, Sam, we've been here twice and haven't made it to Silver Dollar City either time. Jenna says we're not coming back a third time without making it to Silver Dollar City, so this is probably our last trip here.
Hey, we can drive by on the way out tomorrow and just swing by.
As far as I know of, to answer Norman's question, I don't think you set no combine traps in that clearing job, did you?
No, so that one, I thought it was an outhouse.
Yeah. No,
You
there
thought
is
it-
a hole there. Yeah.
You thought it was some sort of
Bentonite well.
bentonite well, which is something I never even heard of before. But that one wasn't even big enough to get a tire in. It was like a shaft straight down. But
There
other-
was an old homestead there at one time. So.
But other than that, there was I don't think the stump holes were even big enough to get you on that one.
No.
So, I gave Farmer Chris an attaboy. He made it through the whole season without being pulled out
By you.
by me.
We did have to unload the combine into the loader bucket and hook a tractor to it and pull it out.
Any chances of videos of Lieutenant Dan coming out next year? Chad, there's a good chance. We got the 850J through the shop. Whenever I get back, we're going to get the 120 through the shop. I got some minor work we need to do to Bubba Dump, and then Lieutenant Dan's coming back in. So, Tazy Tinker, the D69U is out of the shop. We got the belts on it. We got a lot of work done to it, and I moved it down to the shed. Unfortunately, it had some more issues on the way to the shed, but it's all on video. It's all coming up, so stay tuned for that. But we have made some progress on the D69U. So,
Ruger Farming, he did not tear up any bells. Good bells of hay. There was some old junk hay sitting there we took care of.
I may have been a little dramatic on how close we were to him too, for video purposes.
Yep.
But on the far end down there was a damn hole down there. It didn't really show up on video where it washed out. I didn't even video the worst part of it because I didn't have enough video. But
Greater good, yes, the tile is paying off. It pays off in the first year.
yeah, so some of you guys are asking about when the podcast is going to get fired back up, and it's been crazy busy. But Chris and I got a few podcasts planned about investment around the tile, and then you guys will see some videos coming up of a bunch of work we did on our family farm and kind of return on investment of that. And hopefully we'll get a few of those kicked out here a little bit. But you got some pretty good yield maps showing the difference between tile and not tile.
And some of those are dramatically different.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
That is a lot of difference.
Yeah.
And every field's different. You know, some fields you're going to see the benefit more some years than others.
Some of them swamp, you're going to get a pretty good return.
Williams Bottoms, and
Jason
then
Williams Bottom,
the one there at Rocky Point. I don't remember.
Hitchman.
Hitchman's. Yep. And those were dramatic. And then some of them it takes a little while for them to come around. So, how do I get Dirt Perfect sweatshirts? Tim, dirtperfect1.com. We're really low on stock right now because of the Christmas rush. But we'll be getting some more stuff back in stock. But dirtperfect1.com, you can get all your Dirt Perfect stuff. So, Rockman, how are you?
Dirt Perfect store.
Billy Grills for
equipment shed
breakfast
needs
before
more
you leave.
expansion. The equipment shed don't need more expansion. You need more jobs for the equipment sitting on.
Yeah, so everybody says I need more equipment shed storage. Boys, if my equipment shed's full, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
I mean, right now it's full because everything just got cycled through there. But if we're rolling like we're normally rolling, I've always got an empty bay down there.
Oh, Scrody,
I think we got
See you, Scrody.
secret mics in here because they're asking questions we just discussed this week.
Is Google right?
Yeah. Ruger Farming. Yes, the farm did grid sample 1,000 acres this fall. We're going to cycle them into a 3-year cycle. And I was just showing DP the maps and results of that. It's pretty interesting how the soil looks the same on top and it switches on the bottom.
It's crazy. Well, Rick says hi to Farmer John. Has Farmer John been spoke this whole time?
Once, twice.
Very little.
Something like that.
It's even plowing tile.
Yeah.
going across the field, or even digging tile line going across a field. How much it changes as you go down through there. So
Well, I bet you can tell it a whole lot more in the dozer going across there, how compact it is or whatever.
you can tell it a little bit in the dozer, but you can tell more with the spools coming up. I know a couple fields down there at Road when we did. It was crazy how much it changed come across there.
And I wish everybody was.
When I traveled to Missouri to build a lake, whew, that's going to be a little bit far.
What pricey?
Happy New Year to Charlie Wilson. Looks like he's back
Hey.
in Florida. He missed the Arctic
the
cold we
ice
had up here.
We're going to do a little work for Charlie Wilson, I believe. Yeah.
I don't know with all the rock I've seen in Branson if you could build a pond in Missouri.
Yeah, I know.
Not around here.
It's broke up rock too.
Yeah.
Just, they got a pretty good lake over here.
But you drive down 64 at home and look at all the rock on the side of the interstates and
Yeah.
rock quarries. Just got to find those clay pockets.
There's Michael again. Stay tuned to the what is your podcast? Few Points from Perfect.
Points from Perfect.
We're gonna
Oh, my
do some
goodness.
podcasts and cover that.
Yeah. We got a few things planned. Any polo shirts? Max, I don't know if we're ever going to put polo shirts on the website. If you email Jenna, well, let me rephrase that. I think after the first of the year, we're going to redo how we sell our stuff because we're going to try our best to get international shipping.
Apparently, you see where that's going.
No comment.
So, do you want me to email you about a polo shirt then? No comment, that's what I thought.
Stay tuned.
DP need to visit Top of the Rock on Lost Canyon. Last time we were here, we stayed up there by Top of the Rock. We didn't make a disc trip, but yeah, there is some cool stuff up there. I do agree. What's the next podcast? I don't know for sure. Hopefully, sure.
Your partner in crime's kind of
Yeah, my
Busy,
partner
you
in
know.
crime is kind of a one-man band podcast, so I'm gonna have to recruit a new host and maybe Farmer Chris.
Joe. We got out 130 acres of wheat this fall. So
Tone Poem wants to know how come Officer Hoover is never invited to these powwows.
he was invited.
He was invited. He turned us down. We didn't
He
turn
turned
him
us
down.
down. Yeah.
And we've been messaging him.
But in dedication to him, I wrote 7 citations on the way down here.
Is man behind the scenes in bed already? No, he's just sitting in that chair down there. You can't see him.
Yeah.
Miss DP seems happy. Probably that came through pretty clear. I've been trying to tell her this whole trip she's got the best husband ever, but she just don't seem to agree with me. I don't know what's going on.
Northern Missouri. So
Northern Missouri. We're in southern Missouri. I
yeah,
didn't know
that's
about-
where he's wanting a pond built at.
Oh.
Northern Missouri.
Oh,
Man, that'd be what 6-7 hours from us.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a ways.
You get St. Louis in 3. That's.
I mean, I guess.
Yes, DP is taking Aaron to
I'm
Vegas.
taking Aaron to Vegas. We'll
this
be out
spring.
there for Con Expo.
I'm surprised he acted well enough last time to go back.
There you go, Billy Good Farms. That's he didn't act good enough to go back.
He just didn't act bad around you.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Maybe it's a ploy to leave him there this time.
He didn't get arrested, so I mean.
I don't remember how I got home, so I don't know how to get back.
It's amazing everybody made it back home. It's a good thing we weren't flying Southwest.
I know.
Any more videos of Officer Hoover driving a dump truck? Not close, but I'm sure Hoover will be in some more videos. We usually have a big DOT training with Hoover every year, every time the first of the year. But this year we're going to skip a year and do it the following year. So nothing coming up there.
Do you drive or fly to Vegas?
Well, Dan Harding drives every year.
Really?
Every year,
Oh,
Dan
my.
Harding drives out there. We fly to Vegas. It's about a 6-hour direct flight for us. By the time we usually have to take a layover somewhere, but man, if we drove to Vegas, I think I looked it up one time. It's like 27 hours.
That's it in a day and a couple hours.
Yeah, like 27 hours.
27 hours.
But we got a local contractor that lives like a mile up the road from me. He drives to Vegas every year for the World of Concrete.
Really?
Yep. Every year.
Max was asking about a second grain bin. There's actually probably going to be some quotes gotten here in the next 2 weeks. I ain't going to promise. I just want to know that number in the back of my head.
If anybody out there wants to sponsor Farmer Chris for a grain bin, I'm sure he's interested.
Oh yeah, I'll take anything.
I'll make him a deal. If they sponsor you a grain bin, I'll sponsor the dirt work.
Is the house watertight right now? I haven't been home long enough to really keep an eye on it, to tell you the truth.
Oh, your basement?
Yeah.
If not, it's Matt's fault.
It's Matt's
Not my Matt, the other Matt. When's the Case Minotaur coming out? You'll probably see videos on it. If I had to guess, about mid-July. No, I'm kidding. They should be out about mid-January. Somewhere around mid-January. We also got Volvo 200. Somebody was asking about the Volvo 200 earlier. And it's quite a bit different than the 210. It's been pretty pleasant to run, to be honest with you guys.
I don't know how to pronounce that name. That poem. He's worried about Aaron. I think we all worry about Aaron.
Backflips, yeah.
You talking about man behind the scenes?
Yeah.
Aaron? Oh, I stopped worrying about him. There's no hope for him.
Oh, okay.
He,
I liked the one he did on the slick river bed that day. That was pretty funny.
do you remember the trucking video I did where I left him behind to get my camera? I had it stuck on a mailbox.
Oh, when he
I
did
pull
that?
out the drive with the semi, and it's his job to get the camera. He does like 6 cartwheels, 2 backflips.
Yes.
Right down the county road. And then he's so out of breath, I can't hardly get the camera.
He's gonna break his ankle one day and turn that into a work.
Yeah, he is. And then I'll have video evidence of his stupidity.
Now you give man behind the scenes a camera to record for you. How many giggles and laughs do you get when you go to edit this?
Oh my god. So whenever Aaron is recording, and usually never him and Matt are together because Matt's an instigator, they purposely try to film something very inappropriate
And see if they can
and
slip
just
it
see
in.
if they can get it to slip in a video. So I'll be editing along and see something very inappropriate on my screen from time to time. I'll send a picture of it to Aaron and he just laughs and laughs and laughs.
So you could probably give everybody a detailed sketch of what all that looks like, huh?
Well, if you got a piece of lead pencil about the end of it, that's
Here.
about, yeah.
Got a toothpick.
Somewhere.
You broke my toothpick.
I was trying to scale it down to make it right, you know. There was one video, I think it was a video sponsored by Milwaukee Grease Guns. Me and Matt were greasing the dozer. Aaron is like 200 feet down the woods taking a leak, and everybody's commenting about the snake in the woods, And I'm like, what is going on? I finally realized that you can see Aaron way in the background taking a leak. Trust me, his snake is not big enough to be seen. But no, Mr. Millennial's got, his family's got a whole bunch of basketball stuff going on. Aaron, did we even invite Aaron on this trip?
I don't think we do because we couldn't handle that
Yeah, we
long.
couldn't handle that long. And
Could have
then
helped me serenade under Chris's window.
Wade had other plans. So we got SOT. You guys haven't checked out SOT. We're trying to get him back to 9,000 because YouTube robbed him of 1,000 subscribers. Jared down there, dirty digging.
I guess I'm on YouTube jail. I don't know how that works, but
YouTube.
I don't know what I did to make YouTube upset. But
If there's one thing we've all figured out, is YouTube's got a mind of its own.
Yeah.
that is 100% correct.
There's
If I had to do it all over, would I do the Volvo 200 or the 210 you have? Jeremy, I'll be honest with you. I think if I would have bought either one, I would have been happy with it. The Volvo does some stuff better than the 210. The 210 does some stuff better than the Volvo. I'm still happy with my purchase, but I think I would have been happy the other way too. That's probably a politically correct answer, not what you're looking for, but it's honestly the truth. I do like that Volvo 200 way better than I like that Volvo 140. I will say that much. We put about, I don't know, I probably got about 40, 50 hours on that.
you graduating now?
Yeah, the wife's out of the room right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm good.
That's junior sinus medicine over there.
Exactly.
Kansas. Kansas is close, ain't it? You're from Kansas.
Anybody from Kansas here?
My big guy from Kansas.
I say Kansas is close, but it's kind of like Texas is a long ways from one side to the other.
Yeah.
Top to bottom's not bad. Left to right, really terrible.
Everybody wants to know if I bought Jenno a camper while we were down here. No, I have not made any bad investments while I'm down here.
You keep messing with her the way you've been messing with her. She might buy her own.
Somebody said they graduated in high school. The man behind the scenes is
Cousin.
cousin,
Fourth part.
Jason.
Oh, I got you, Tom.
Jason, would that be one of the Beckers from over there? Because I'm also related to the Beckers on the other side. We got common cousins, but we're not related. I want to make that clear. Man behind the scenes and I are not related, but we have common cousins.
I knew you lived close to Kentucky for a reason.
See, the joke always is I took Aaron's wife on a date, but I returned her after the first one. He kept her.
Terrible.
That's not a joke. That's actually a true story.
Oh, Lord.
Congratulations on the 150 subs. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Cummins Tech 2020. Cummins Tech 2020. He's probably a busy man.
How many you got now?
One.
Just one?
Well, one that's active. The other one's dormant.
Oh, okay.
Was it Denton? Thank you, Denton. Appreciate that.
What was that joke here today? If you want your dog to stay in the driveway, call him Cummins.
I don't
No.
think it quite went like it.
Not
I think it's
quite.
more like name it Ford.
I thought it was named Ford.
Oh. Didn't say just. Maybe we'll get you back up to 9,000 since
Hey,
they
fine.
took 1,000
Yeah.
subs from you.
I think it was like 1,150 or something like that. I think he took. I don't know. I got to quit making all those counts. Maybe they'll start counting. I don't know.
Maybe
Step
start
to yourself 1,000 times. Oh, Ruger kissing cousins. No, what was the guy from Ferdin? I missed
Jason.
Jason. Joey Becker. If you guys know Joey Becker, everybody knows Joey.
He
over
said
there.
he did graduate with Ryan Becker
Ryan, I don't know Ryan.
and Sam Boone.
Sam, I know. Well, yeah, Sam. So Aaron's got cousins from both sides of the family over there, and Sam looks like Jared.
So how long you in Hillbilly Vegas?
Gone tomorrow.
This is their last night.
Yeah.
This is it.
Dirt guy. Yeah, we've had. Like I said, we usually go to Gatlinburg, and from the looks
Yeah.
of the weather, Gatlinburg's pretty rough.
Well, we might have been iced out again down there for a day or two.
Which is what happened the first time we went
Yeah,
down there.
wasn't that a
We
trip?
had 70-degree weather here.
Yeah, it's been
Really nice weather.
super nice.
I'm really surprised we didn't have more issues before we left the house.
That-
Farmer Chris was in a hucklebuck there for a little while.
Yeah, farmer. Did your plumbing evidence go?
Yeah, my plumbing evidence is gone.
Well, good deal.
Um,
Did you come to Kansas City, Missouri? I have worked in Kansas City, Missouri for weeks on end. David,
who started posting, making the first videos on YouTube?
that'd be longer waiting.
And between one of you two.
Oh, I think we all three started at the same time.
Did y'all three start seeing?
Yeah.
Pretty close.
We've all grown about the same.
I was still laughing at DP from the first year before I started.
Somebody's being a smart ass over here. Sorry, couldn't help that one.
I was trying to give, you guys always thought I was going to be a big flop, and I still might be. We were joking last night. I've been doing YouTube for going on 5 years.
Yeah.
First video I ever filmed was the first video I ever filmed was the first job I did for Farmer Chris.
Yeah, they were.
And I told Farmer Chris I was going to start a YouTube channel, and he horse laughed me about like my life did.
I mentioned to you before, your first YouTube was my first job.
Yeah.
And on your 3-year anniversary, you was like 400 feet away
Across
doing a
the
job. Yeah, you circled
Same
back
place
there
to
for
start.
somebody else. Yeah.
We're going to need Mrs. Catherine on here.
Red dogs.
Catherine.
Yeah, so it's crazy how it all goes back sometimes. Working up there, actually, it was a different job, but it was where we put the lake in this year for
On the hill?
up on the hill. Yeah.
But you've done so many jobs for Farmer Chris, it's hard to keep up with
Yeah.
when, where, how, and why.
I don't know. we
Some
probably-
of you've never videoed.
Yeah, there's a lot of jobs. I'd say it's close to a third of the jobs I do for you guys I have a video.
Here's Ken. You did very well heading to Branson. Gatlinburg is packed.
Yeah,
And that has become a hot travel thing.
it's been. I mean, this is my second time here, so I kind of knew what to
Yeah.
expect a little bit. But it's your guys', it's not Jared's, but your guys' first time here. I mean, I don't think you've been disappointed, have you?
No. And I think there's a lot of people here just Branson's
It's
so
spread
big.
out.
They can,
Well, the
everybody's
biggest
spread
difference
around.
is Branson's up on the ridge,
Yeah, the main drag's a ridge.
and where with Gatlinburg you're down in the hole.
Yeah,
They
here in the
can't go
valley,
nowhere.
they can't go nowhere.
Can't go up the mountainside.
Yeah.
Just down here, you can spread it out.
Clayton's Lawn Service. DP, myself, and Farmer John, we're all live in Indiana. We're in Branson, Missouri right now.
A junior can't afford to travel north to the good state.
SOT's in Kentucky,
Yep.
and Dirty Digging lives in Kansas.
I'll stop picking on him.
It's fine. I don't mind. I don't mind.
Yeah, well, I say we're in the good state. Like Junior and I, the way the crow flies, live like 15 miles apart.
Yeah, I mean, it's
We're,
it's
like,
crazy.
we're just on the opposite sides
What
of
I
the
tell
river.
everybody where we live, Kentucky don't want us, and Indiana don't know who we are.
There's a lot of truth to that. I literally sit in my living room and stare at Kentucky,
Yeah.
and I'm thankful that I'm not over there. No I'm kidding.
Keep it up. Keep it up. I'll get Miss Jenna on you here in a little while.
I done,
Well, maybe not. She might be riding home with me.
I done proved she's no match for me.
How much can a good excavator operator make in your state?
About $15.75. No.
Preston, I'm in East Central Kansas, about 60
I'd say a
miles
good-
south of Kansas City.
A good excavator operator in our parts, if you're a hired hand, can probably be between $25 and $30 an hour. Union wages are a lot more than that, but that's still probably your take home.
Yeah. Yep.
But man, that's kind of a loaded question.
Yeah, it
really
is. How many benefits come with it?
Yeah,
What your
'cause,
job title
You know,
is.
are you just wanting hourly, or you want insurance, or you want W-2, or you contract labor at 1099? Do you want retirement?
So if you want all that, the government will pay you $26.50.
Do I give Farmer Chris volume discounts?
This is something I wanted to touch on a while ago. So, Mike's got a video out.
Thank you
of
for changing the subject.
Two tile plows. Hold on.
Yeah.
2 tile plows. So, are you going to get a discounted price on the smaller tile plow, or,
Well-
or how's this going? What?
We have some standing agreements, and
Oh, he's going to charge you the same right across.
Yeah.
Ah, see how this is. I knew that was coming. I knew
You
that was
know,
coming.
Farmer Chris is the only farmer. I gotta be careful how I say this, 'cause, Farmer Chris in our agreement is I don't bid any of his work. He just trusts me to do it time and material and be fair to him.
Yep.
And he's the only farmer I work that way for.
But
so-
you kind of used him as the guinea pig, though, didn't you?
Well, and farmer, whenever I kind of quit building houses, went on my own, he was a big stepping stone to get me there, and he's got me in the door with some of these other farmers. And
But the other side part is like when I hijacked your Mack semi the other day,
Right.
or if you see me with a 304, some of that's the benefits.
yeah,
You know, we need.
I can't believe you didn't wash that before you brought it back.
Or when you get stuff.
That turkey nerve.
So the other benefit is what Farmer John just brings
Yeah.
up. Whenever Farmer Chris gets stuck, I give him 2 options: a bill or a camera.
Yeah.
I can get you out in a hurry and I can bill you, or I can bring a camera and we can make a video.
And you are pretty good at dropping, you know, and headed that way. So yeah.
But
No, that's there again. There's
It's always nice to
other
have
something
those people that you scratch my back off
Yep.
scratch yours.
Yeah.
That is always nice.
yeah, and like this year, believe it or not, you weren't my biggest customer in the
No.
farming world.
No.
Which indirectly you were, but directly
Yeah.
you weren't. I know it gets confusing.
Yep.
But,
I was not paying for that tile job, but I farmed.
but it ended up. But you were still tied into it.
Yeah.
So, and in your, I don't know, it's kind of worked out the last couple of years that Farmer Chris gets to work the month of April.
Yep.
Like, whatever we get done in April, we'll get knocked out, and sometimes we bleed over into May and stuff, but
All depends on how planting season goes.
Yeah.
planting season goes, and,
You
More
guys
or
are
less.
real good about working with each other's time schedule. That helps.
yeah. Because usually he don't need me a whole lot in the fall, unless with
Yeah,
this
unless-
year was kind of an oddity with that wheat field.
Yeah, we threw that tile in this fall,
Yeah.
and then the clearing job was on my hit list to do in the next 5 years, but it was stupid not to do it when the equipment. was
Well,
sitting
you've
there.
already mentioned it 2 or 3 times,
Yeah.
we never got to because it
Yeah.
wasn't that high up on the priority list. So, everybody thanking us, wishing us Happy New Year. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Farm, I mean, your land. The land that Jenna and I own personally, Farmer Chris does farm. The land that the family
They farm.
owns, he does not. I think I answered that right, didn't I?
Yep. What is the John Deere hat feller's name and channel?
Dirt E digging.
Dirt
Jared.
E digging.
With an E.
Yep.
I don't know if Miss
His wife.
SOT's listening.
So if you guys that follow my channel on my lives, Catherine is usually the one posting all the links, which is his wife. And the one time we need a link, she's sleeping.
Yeah.
She's under the weather.
Oh,
Oh, it's St.
Jared's other half.
They've lived together so long, they're just automatic.
Kansas says they are, so we'll go with.
Mike Debbie, I'm about 60 miles south of Kansas City.
The same question has popped up here about 20 times for me.
I know the answer, all of them.
All of them. Farm all of them.
All we get our hands on.
All we can get, so.
I know you don't want to put a number on it, but I think people would be surprised if they knew.
Yeah.
Oh, there she is.
Uh-oh.
There she is. She
She is
chimed in
watching.
for you.
Yep.
You're in trouble now.
Your wife didn't let you down after all.
Oh.
Heard her name back there sleeping.
That's what it was.
Oh.
thank you.
What the heck? You got a barmaid? I didn't know this. What?
Mrs. Farmer John,
Are you switching?
Will you bring in a
can I
Pepsi?
have a real drink?
We need a blue drink.
We need a blue drink.
Like a Pepsi or something?
Some Dirt Perfect coffee?
Did you see the one? This made me crack up so bad because I used to work at McDonald's doing a lot of remodeling stuff.
Yep.
And we always used to call them like Mick helpers and Mick this and Mick that. I seen a TikTok and it says, could you imagine if McDonald's ever got a hot dog? Can I get a McWiener?
McWiener?
Could you supersize that, please?
They sell McDents now. Did you know that?
Did you get you a McDent?
I had Dodge running around the corner of the building and took out the whole bedside.
Did you ever hear how the first time me
we're
and
getting,
Kate...
we're getting Jared in trouble now.
Uh-oh, Jared.
It'll be alright.
He hasn't convinced me to marry him yet. Oh. Oh.
Night's
That
still
sound... It's like that knife went pretty deep.
Yeah. You get used to it.
You're gonna have to work on that some, Jared.
I'll vouch for him. He seems
No.
like a good guy, but I'll have to live with him.
Sometimes we can use acres to our advantage and you just don't know who's listening all the time. And
Oh, no.
Thank you, Mrs. Farmer John.
Appreciate
we
it.
are farming enough to keep me and John way overloaded. We got one part-time hand and looking at a second hand coming up. So, with the row crops is corn, beans, wheat, hay, cattle, and pigs. We stay pretty busy.
Yeah, it's a pretty sizable operation. It's kind of like, I don't know if comparing you to Logger Wade's a fair assessment, but you can't really judge it by face value
Yeah.
when you roll up.
Yeah, everybody comes to the house and where's all this ground at you farm? There ain't nothing around.
Max, what's the big jobs for? The first big job in 2023 is going to be keeping a house from sliding into a creek. And then we're probably going into farm season. And then we got a big lake to repair with a dam slid out. And then we got a couple lakes to build.
The lake project is on Mr. Millennial's channel.
Yeah, the bidding process of it all.
The bidding process already.
You got dairy or beef cattle?
We've got beef cattle.
Farmer Chris's channel right there. Catherine is on it.
There's not a
Jared's-
lot on there. There is a few jobs that will. Did I name it like farm maintenance or farm jobs? I mean, it hits the hogs and the cattle, and it really exploded.
Your
on
very
us.
first videos at the hog barn.
My very first video was on the hog barn.
No words.
Caveman, push over a meat bin.
Catherine also posted a link to SOT's channel. We're trying to get him up to 9,000 because he was close to 10,000, and then YouTube robbed him.
Yep.
And here we are now.
Thieves.
So.
That's all right.
I don't know. If
Jason, you double that and add a few more to it. We're getting pretty close to the row crop side.
Where's Jason at? I want to see what he said. I don't know what I'm looking for. I know what the actual answer is. I was trying to be detective over here.
Well, if they keep track of your channel, you'll probably be on all the farms eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't ever say how many acres they are.
Yeah.
Now we're in Hoosier National Forest owns 25% of our county, so we got small.
69,000 acres of it.
And we're the hilliest county in the state, so I write rent checks to
Are we
85 landowners.
Are we more hilly than Floyd County?
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
Floyd just got that one area.
Floyd just got the one area.
Billy Good, have a good one, man. Have a good New Year. Hopefully I'll get to catch up with you sometime the next year. Have a good trip overseas.
Just imagine how it would be without all them river bottoms down there if you didn't.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Well, the other issue you end up with is access.
Access.
Just getting,
Yep.
as you picked up a few farms this year alone that we got to work on some access into. But if you guys watch my channel, you'll probably realize that Chris is willing to go in and farm something nobody else would even consider. Then a couple years later, got a question for Chris. Oh, Catherine was responding to somebody else. I thought we had a question for Jared. Did I see Diggndirty still? Yeah, I actually seen that rake in person. I actually cover in an upcoming video why we don't have a root rake. For one, the main reason I don't have a root rake is if I had a root rake on one of my dozers, Jerry would not run it. Period. He despises root rakes. He don't want a root rake. And Jerry's probably cleared hundreds of thousands of acres. And he says root rakes are for rookies that don't know anything about what they're doing. To his exact words. I don't want a root rake for what we do with the way our dirt and stuff is. And then we multi-purpose our dozer so much. It's just, like Chris has got a root rake on his D6, but that's all he uses as far as pushing brush. Like that one day up there at your place, we're plowing tile, building dams, pushing brush, popping stumps, all within 6 hours of each other.
Jerry hits those trees so hard they go from standing to a brush pile. I mean, they just fly.
I don't know why he has so much aggression for trees, but man, we were joking about the cedar tree clearing job. Chris had a 40-acre cedar tree. There's a video of it on the. I think the title of the video is Jerry Goes Wild or something.
Yeah, I think so.
But there's a 40-acre field of clearing cedar trees. They weren't solid; they were spread out a little bit. We had 2 excavators running trying to put trees in piles for Jerry to push up in a pile. He still got tired of waiting on us. You'd look over and you just see this cedar tree just wham hit the ground. It's just
bouncing off.
Why didn't we grind all that brush off?
Because you wanted it to be usable farm ground, not wasted space.
Not wasted space with all the stumps in there.
What people don't understand is you grind all that down, it looks all nice and pretty, but all that stubble, root matter, root structure, all that stuff's still there, and he can't go through and plant in it.
If he grinds off a 4-inch tree, we got a 4-inch stump that's going to rip a planter unit off a planter.
It's worthless property.
Jason, yes, I do know the Whipkenbergs.
And actually, the first video on your clearing job was with Upstate Brush Control, which they do a bunch of mulching.
They do about all mulching in South Carolina.
And we actually covered that with John on that video. So if you guys want to go back and watch the first video, we kind of go into depth about how come we don't mulch. The other thing is we got places to push the brush, which is cheaper. And if we can't push it and hide it, we got places to burn it, which is still cheaper than mulching.
They say Jerry needs more cameras on his dozer.
You guys need to be appreciative of the video footage I got of Jerry, because whenever I first started filming, the camera was the devil.
Yep, the devil.
The devil.
That's the devil, Bobby.
And fortunately enough, Jerry started getting some of his old buddies from the coal mine and stuff, recognizing him, and he kind of understood what was going on a little bit. And he don't mind it near as much. Like he don't
let him come around it. Don't you?
Yeah, if you let him come to you, he's fine. So
you got a good podcast with him too.
Yeah, there's a really good podcast with Jerry. If you guys haven't seen it, on a few points from Perfect. Let's Dig 18 has 2 root rakes. Good for him.
Tone Poem, what's your preference in investing? Gold, silver, or Bitcoin? I'm gonna say real estate.
Yep. Now's the time to buy real estate if you can. They don't make any more of it.
And if you got good farming ground and live close, let Farmer Chris know.
Looking for investors.
Somebody asked me if I bought an 850 or a 650J yet. No, next purchase is most likely going to be a dump truck. Well, that's going to really make some people mad, but one of these days.
You can only let Clayman weld on yours so long before there's nothing left to
Yeah,
weld.
my truck itself's not in that bad of shape. It's just it's not brand new by any stretch of imagination. But the beds, it's getting pretty rough. For an occasional use truck or a farm truck or something, it still makes it a good truck.
Dan 988, that hand-hewed well top, my father has laid hands on for yard decoration.
The third one laying around.
The third one laying around, yeah. And that farm's 120 acres, and that's the third well we've
Found on it.
found on.
That's a pretty nice piece of property because you're kind of nestled back here in the middle of
Yeah.
nowhere and you got government around you.
There you go, Farm Chris. Was a overall harvest? How'd it go? Everything go good? Not so good?
Well,
Better than
22,
expected.
21. In 2020, we had a bumper yield. We said we'd never beat it.
Oh,
21 beat it, and we said, well, that's it.
top of it.
Never see it again in our life. 22 beat it again. So you've got
Making
technology.
good improvements in those fields.
2023 is going to be a complete disappointment. You're going to get 3 years of disappointment in 1 year.
Well, I mean, that's pretty good running.
I would like to think it has to do with the land clearing and the field tile.
Yep.
I'm not going to take credit for it.
It helps. It all helps. The technology, seed improvements.
Well, you invested a lot in your planter technology.
Yes. Yep.
A bunch too.
I mean, all those grass waterways you take out, we pay rent on those.
Yeah. We pay rent on the grass waterways.
How many acres of grass waterways you think we've taken out?
I don't know. I thought you were going to tell me I paid for it, didn't plan. We've took out several acres already.
20,
Probably,
you think 20 acres?
we've probably gained 20, 25 acres on that.
And you're already there anyways. It's
Yeah.
not like you had to go get another
Yep.
landowner and another
At
field.
least I don't have to turn around or pick up and go over the waterways now. We can just keep on farming.
A lot of questions on triaxle preference.
Building Dan 68, you nailed it right there. Just because Chris and I are both taking out trees don't mean we're taking out the same trees in the same dirt. There is a huge difference between what he does and what I do. And just because he does it one way and I do it another way don't mean either one of us is wrong. We're both doing it the right way. We're just doing what works for us.
And farming's the same way too.
Farming's the same way.
Let's dig in much clay, sticky clay like we are here or not. You've been down there.
Yeah, they have the dirt's not near as consistent there, but they have a lot of the similar dirts.
Do it? Okay.
But their trees are what they call a big tree is a medium-sized tree for us.
Oh well.
And they're not near as tall. They're kind of like Missouri. They're not near as tall.
So you got a lot more sandy soil down there.
I've only dug in 2 different places down there, so I don't know if I'm the best one to ask, but it's different.
Like
It's-
some days it looks like he's in sand, and next day
No,
he's
it's
in
that
red
that
clay.
what looks like sand is white clay.
It's like he has so much of
Yeah,
a different.
I mean,
It's
it could
not-
be too sandy. They're building ponds down there. So.
Yeah, like that one side, that one pond I helped him with, on one side was white clay, the other side was red clay. Like it divided right down the ditch. It's just kind of weird. So,
There's Lieutenant Dan keeps coming up all the time, and
so I've heard a lot of people ask me on here, what's my preference for a dump truck? My holy grail truck I'd love to find is a 99 or 2000 CH613 Mack triaxle with a 16 or 18 foot bed that's in as good a shape or better shape than my truck I have now, which is probably not going to happen and highly unlikely. But I'd settle for an R model. I'd settle for an older truck in good shape. That's kind of, and I would probably consider a different make or brand if it was the right deal. But Lieutenant Dan, so Lieutenant Dan is still going to be a useful truck, but my needs for a triaxle have changed a little bit, and I need something I can go put on the interstate and run a little farther with, and Lieutenant Dan's never going to be that truck.
when you first started building that, it might have been that truck and Lieutenant Dan in one.
Right.
But now you got not Lieutenant Dan, Bubba Dump.
Bubba Dump in one.
Now Bubba Dump is a beast in the mud.
Yeah. And Lieutenant Dan is will never be the truck to run the interstate
Yes,
on a
Too
daily
heavy.
basis.
It's too heavy.
So
It's heavy.
Lieutenant Dan, it's going to be great for Lieutenant Dan because it's going to turn into an occasional use novelty truck and keep it in good shape after all that. But, which is kind of why it's got on the back burner because its priority list is got moved down, but I'm still going to get it done. Lafayette, Indiana.
Farm and forest improvement. Whereabouts are you located at? You're waiting for inputs yet.
Lieutenant Dan playlist. Catherine is on it.
There you go.
How do I like the drives on the red dump truck? They've actually held up pretty well and done us pretty good. Just like any knobby tire, they're bad about throwing rocks, but You're gonna have that no matter what, I believe. Urban?
Somebody deleted something, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh, Bourbon, Missouri. Man, I can't believe you're still, with all the rock down here, you're waiting for lime. That seems like you got lime down here, but unless he's northern,
Yeah.
I don't know where Bourbon, Missouri is.
Springfield, Missouri, we were up there.
We were there today.
Yeah.
How far from the lake are you? Tabletop Lake? I don't know. Junior, you drove to the lake. Florida, that's where we need to go. Where Barry Humphrey's at.
Where's that
As
line?
long as we don't go to the sand part, the beach.
Yeah, I can't do sand. I don't do sand.
The ocean.
Did you tell me Farmer John bought a Volvo on this trip?
Oh yeah, he did buy my Volvo actually, and a haul truck.
Yep,
Yeah,
and a haul truck.
Little boy had to be like dirt perfect.
Yeah.
The Volvos.
Gotta be like dirt perfect.
It's a bad disease.
These are just a little cheaper.
Yeah. It's a one-time payment in 1995.
J-Dig, 1984. The first tractor I ever drove was a Ford.
We talked about that on this trip too.
The actual first tractor I drove was a Ford 4000. It was a little tractor Dad had. But
Why are you in Branson?
business trip.
Business trip. That's what the tax people think.
Yeah, I kept all my
Cows.
receipts. Yeah. Me and Farmer John's looking for cows.
Looking for cows. Stop the birthday dairy cow thing.
Oh, this is marriage therapy for us. No, this is our annual New Year's trip.
Oh, there's the blacksmith from the Indiana State Fair on there.
There he is. Well, he don't know who I am. He knows who
Yeah.
you are.
Boy, my head swelled up when he picked me out first.
Oh,
Yeah,
James Jesse, yeah, we did go see a show yesterday.
yeah. We seen the Chinese circus,
Shanghai Circus.
Shanghai
Yeah.
circus,
Shanghai Circus.
Haywood show.
Matt Bonk, we did not go to the aquarium up here at the Bass Pro Shop, but we was in the Bass Pro Shop. But that thing is huge.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. You know, we talked about seeing the original Bass Pro Shop in the
Yep.
liquor store, and then of course I'm a NASCAR fan, so seeing all the racing stuff was pretty cool.
So we got one on the back door too, just not
Not that
big.
big.
Yeah, not that big.
I'll tell you what, seeing Austin Dillon's car that he got in the fence,
Fence with, that was pretty
right
wild.
there, that
Yeah.
is destroyed.
Amazing those cars hold up that good.
Yeah.
He's got 4,000 Ford. Is he in Ireland, Indiana?
Who's that?
That JD Dig 1984.
Oh yeah.
What was your second tractor?
My God, I have a 1960 still working in Ireland. Is that Ireland the country or Ireland, Indiana? Where about you at there?
What was your second tractor? That 80 sitting in the shed?
No, I put a lot of hours on a Farmall 706 gas motor.
706.
Lots of time.
So you said the 806 or the?
My first tractor was a Ford
No,
2600.
80.
Well,
26.
that's an 806.
Is it an 806?
That's an a Ford 806 Workmaster. Yeah.
Yep.
You can borrow mine if you need to.
45 Deere 9500. I have a fair number of distant relatives. Well, God dang, slow down, Perry County. Last name is Esri. You missing an A in Esri because we do know some Esri dairy farms.
There's he put entry in it down there.
Yeah,
County
they're
Ireland.
down a little farther.
Where's Wade? He's like, where's Waldo? That's always a great question.
I just hope him and man behind the scenes ain't hooking up somewhere.
We've heard some stories. I can guarantee you, Aaron's been back home working in the shop while I've been gone.
Country Ireland.
And,
Have you been keeping an eye on him with the security cameras?
well, it's dead in the shop. And I got a feeling. I got a
think
feeling.
you know
that- Yeah, I got a feeling I know why.
That 706 gas I cut my teeth on, Grandpa actually owned. And his estate auction, I put it up. I told him I didn't want it. They put it in the auction and somebody ended up driving it home. So once they started bidding on it, I couldn't see it leave. So paid dearly for it. Paid way more than we should have.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
Collector bidding against us.
Really?
really?
There was a collector bidding against us. So
You finally gave up, huh?
yes.
Well, guys, we're gonna have to cut this short so we can cook supper.
BC 65 925. We actually was at Lambert's today.
Yep.
Had a few rows thrown around.
Got one hit right side the head.
Yeah.
I did.
But yeah, it is getting close to supper time for sure, guys.
Yeah. Well, guys, appreciate you watching all year. Stay tuned. We got some cool stuff coming up here first of the year. Don't forget to go check out SOT Metalworks' channel.
Thanks, sir.
Jared, Dirt E Digging.
Yeah.
You got it right. Farmer Chris has got a channel as well. We're gonna finish enjoying what little